That Johannesburg is suffering a housing crisis and many flock to the city for opportunities, and over 1 million are currently without permanent homes. Accommodations beyond the reach of most, who are forced to live in poor conditions in hijacked buildings. Squatter camps have also mushroomed within the inner city. Well, eNCA's Sonri Naidoo filed this report for us.
This is how many people live in the city of gold.
I don't have any hope. Just by the way we've been living all this time, there's no hope. It's like they've just dumped us.
When more than 200 people were evicted from Patty's mansion on Harrison Street in the Joburg CBD, they were moved here. Wembley Stadium, south of the city, was supposed to be a temporary shelter. 5 years down the line, they are still here, living in squalor.
They promised to give us houses to stay in, but from then they don't care about us. Even if we report something is wrong, until the building, for it to be like this, is their fault, because we were reporting like a small problem. We report, we have this problem, our pipes are broken, they don't attend to us.
The area's ward councillor has raised concern about the inhumane conditions at the stadium. She's calling on the city to act immediately and provide residents with adequate housing.
Yes, this is definitely a sight for sore eye. I was walking through here, there's running water, running all over. They still have outside toilets, and yes, there's times when the toilets don't get emptied for more than 2 weeks. So you can just imagine sitting on the toilets. There's such a lot of sickness that are going around here.
Former residents of Usindiso shelter in Marshalltown now find themselves in a similar predicament.
I still feel pain. I still cry until today, because I lost neighbors, I lost people that I know. I lost people that I used to, when I wake up in the morning, I would go out and talk to them and greet them and ask how did you sleep? Would have a chat. I lost friends.
The fire on August 31st claimed 77 lives, leaving dozens injured and many still missing.
So it's not easy for me to go back and see that building. It reminds me of that day. And what is painful right now, there are people who are still missing. There are families who are still looking for their family members. We think there are people who are still ashes inside of that building.
Despite government's efforts to assist survivors with alternative accommodation, conditions at these shelters are dire. There is a shortage of food and water, and electricity is often switched off. They're also faced with evictions. Officials plan to allocate an empty piece of land in the south of Joburg, but communities there protested, fearing a rise in crime.
It's worrying that you just put people there. It's like you just dump them there and then leave them to fend for themselves. The biggest burning issue in the area is also the zamazamas. We have zamazamas that are operating up there. You go there, they run away, but they come back.
Gauteng Premier Panyaza Lesufi has set up a commission of inquiry into the Marshalltown fire and other hijacked buildings. The commission will sit for 6 months. While the accommodation battle continues, informal settlements continue to mushroom across the city.
There is squatter camps coming up, and some of these people are actually complaining that some of the people from here are now going over to that squatters there. So I want to find out, what is the plan with the city? Do they have a plan to house these people? Because we cannot have squatters all over. What about people that are paying bonds? People that are paying rent? The value of their homes are definitely going to go down.
eNCA's effort to get comment from the city of Joburg has been unsuccessful. Sonri Naidoo in Johannesburg.